Good morning, everybody. And Tweet says, good morning, everybody. Tweets is on one today. I've been waiting, but if I wait much longer, it'll be too late. So I'm just going to have to listen to him today, I guess. I wanted to try this embossing folder from August from the Spellbinders Club. This is the 3D. I still didn't figure out what the name of these flowers are. And I have some inks here, and hopefully they'll work. I don't know how much ink is in them. I need to just probably... I went through them once. They were all wet. The ones that weren't, I threw away, and then I go to use them, and they're dried up. So it's... I don't know. But anyways, the embossing folder. Let me get some paper here and cut... Just cut a sheet and just in case I need a little extra something. I've got this, but this doesn't look like it's gonna fit. I'm finding myself using this stuff all the time now when I do any kind of die cutting, and the dies aren't, oh, that turned out good. And the dies aren't cutting good enough. I'm using it all the time. It works like a champ, but, you know, make sure it's going to be okay with your machine. Be careful what you're doing. You know, you don't want to overburden your machine. This being a 3D folder, it's going to be a little bit... what's the word? I got to figure out my plates, how they're going to work. I don't know if I'm going to need that. A lot of times what I find is I need to use, even though it says not to use this plate with embossing folders, sometimes I need to anyways. So I just do, but let's see if it'll just take it like this. And what kind of impression I get. If it won't take it, I'll take that off and add some of that foam in. Yeah, it doesn't want to take it. So we're just going to take it out. So we'll take this out. And I'll just add this in. And we'll try that. I like to use minimum in my plates. Usually I try to go for the least amount of pressure that it needs to get the job done, because I like, the way I refer to it, I like to keep my machines tight. I don't like to wear it down too much, but you know, sometimes, like that seems really easy. So yeah, look, it didn't hardly emboss. Now I'm wondering if I can, I'm wondering if this is gonna be all right or if it's too late. So I need something else. Maybe some more of that. Maybe I need another sheet of that stuff. See, it seems to me like it should have taken that with that plate if this isn't giving me a good enough impression. Maybe I should have this under the plate. Let's try that. I might have to, like I said, I might have to do it over because I might not have it positioned right. I might end up with like a double imprint, but we'll see if I had it okay. All right, this time it sounds like it's doing more. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. It still isn't enough impression. It didn't really double see. It seems like that's gotta, this little plate must need to be in here, so I don't know why it's not working. It wouldn't take it. Let me get that other piece of paper here and try this over again. Maybe it's too soft for this, that foam stuff. Now, you know you can wet your paper and that helps it emboss, but don't wet it too much. No, it just, oh, it's taking it. This time it should work. You can hear it really having to push. There we go. There it is. Isn't that something? It's beautiful. Okay. Now, what I want, where did I put those little minis? Here they are. Well, I know I had a bunch of them. Now I'm only seeing 3 of them. Well, I'm going to make sure the ink's out of them because they're going to be in different colors now. Oh, there was a little bit of blue on that one. They got ink coming off. They got color coming off. That's not good. I thought I cleaned them better than this. But I don't want to get them wet right now. All right. Now some people are going to come in and do these and they're going to color them. Everybody's doing fall right now, and I think I kind of don't know about the rest of you, but I can get kind of tired of those colors. And sometimes, no matter what the season, if you're doing a birthday card or something for somebody, you want it bright. Sometimes, you know, you just don't want to do those fall colors always. Sometimes you want to use those fall colors in the spring. I'm not concerned to say, oh, it's fall season right now, so what do you think? I can come in and do these brighter if I want. I don't really know. Oh, that's the green. I thought that was, I had the wrong top on it. This is a green. I'm not going to use that one. I will use a little green right now, though. Since I got it out, I might as well go ahead and hit some of these leaves. Now, this ink looks it looks green on the pad, and when I put it on my glass mat, it looks yellow. I don't know what color it looks to you, but then when I go to put it on the paper, it looks green again. Some's gonna get hit darker than others. These little mini brushes are wonderful for doing this kind of stuff. Seems like a lot of work right now. So did everybody have a good weekend? It was a 3-day weekend. Labor Day. A long weekend. So I usually, the weekends in this house tend to be 3 days anyways, Friday through Sunday. So when it's a 3-day weekend, then we end up with a 4-day weekend. Bad thing is it's still hard to go anywhere because of the crowds and stuff, but it's still nice sometimes to have that much time for a weekend. So we had this 4-day weekend for us, 3-day for most. And then next weekend, we're going camping. And the week after that, we're going camping. This weekend it's just us. And next weekend it's with friends. So I will be on the paddleboard. And then I come back and I'm sore. It's still worth it. I love going out on that paddleboard. I'm just hitting all this green, and some of it's got flowers on it that are tiny in there, but I'll come back later and throw some color on those. Hopefully it'll look nice. What is that right there? Hopefully I don't end up making mud. Which really, when they say making mud, to me, sometimes it is. It just looks like mud, but sometimes it's just brown. Because when you make certain colors, you get brown. So people will be like, oh, I made mud. Well, if you mix certain colors, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get brown. So normally, if you just keep that in mind, you'll be all right. Just looking for any leaves that I might have missed. Down here, that's probably going to get cut off anyways. Okay. So that's the green, which has got a pink cover. All right, is this yellow? Yeah. Let me get a wipe and wipe these colors here off. See how that made orange? There's no orange there, but you mix those colors and you get something different. Okay, this is supposed to be yellow, even though it looks like orange. That's wet now. Get some of that wetness off with my hand, I guess. I think these, ooh, pretty bright. Try to tone that down a little bit. Some more up here. Some little ones here. Some of these other ones. So that's probably going to get cut off, but that little bit in the middle. Most of these have these little middle pieces in here. That's how you know that's not a rose, because it's got that center. That's a little bit different. Here's one. Sometimes it's just hard to see until you. Let's do them little buds. Some more little buds right there. There's a bunch of little like buds in here. Just want to get those a little bit of flower color. You can tell which ones are the little buds because they're more rounded than the leaves. In here, I'm not shooting for perfection, and I'm still getting kind of like, okay, that's not that, and that's not that. And I'm trying to not be aiming for perfection. Okay, so I've got blue. Let me wipe that wet. All right, let's see, what color was this? This was that brown, but I think I got that all off, so let's go with some blue here, or purple. It's looking like purple on the glass. Well, if that's got red or green, wonder what's under the green. The pink. Okay, so they just got swapped. look at that brown. That's just kind of pretty, actually. But that's not what I wanted. That's had some purple. It's just not giving me a lot of color. I gotta get some really down there, and it doesn't want to give me. This is like dried up. See, there's the purple, but that one didn't get the purple. It got the brown, but that's kind of pretty. Now I don't have that color for the other ones. It's just not there. I wonder if I can get it off the... No. Here I said I was tired of the fall colors, and that looks so pretty. I'm gonna have to give that up. That one's not gonna work. Let's see what happens with this light pink. Ooh. Let's see if this will do that. There we go. That kind of changes the color. I don't know if you could tell the difference. These pinks might be backwards too, because this is actually a redder pink than the other ones. And if you look at the covers, that's a redder pink than that one. course, it could be coming off the brush too, who knows? All right, I'm gonna take a yeah, I'm gonna try this one. Oh, that's pretty. Very light like that looks so pretty. I'm gonna have to add some of that color to some of these others. This is a shimmer. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that one. Just to give it a more of a purpley look. Let's add a little here. And let's add a little here. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's really pretty. Try to get some of that blue off of this one and spread it throughout. There we go. See if I can get more blue here. Brighten that up a little bit. I'm gonna have to come in with the pink on this. Just because it's so different from the others. It's a pretty color, but it's just different. And I don't want that much of a difference on there. So let me see if I can come in with some of this pink. Nope, that's got to be the right color. As we'll give them all that little bit of hint of that color. There, that makes it look more like a dusty rose color. That's working. Muted it a little bit. Got some here that kind of look okay. No more coming out on the pad. Let me brush this off. It's still coming off on the paper though, but not on the white. Boy, that had a lot of yellow in it still. Yeah, it still does. All right. That's all I'm going to do to that for now. Look at that. Is that pretty? It looks pretty. It's just very different. Here's what I'm going to do now. If that's done, I'm going to grab this and this. And I'm going to get 2 cards out of this now. So these are the smaller 5 1/4, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to bring this in. And okay. I know I don't want it 4 1/4, right? Because I use smaller than 4 1/4. Let me take the edges off. And I know I didn't have it cut straight. But let's see if we can get it. Okay, 5 1/2 is the length, which is going to be here. And I know I'm going to want it smaller than that. Right, so I'm going to come down to 5 1/4. And then I didn't cut. I wonder why. What happened to my blade? There we go. It just wasn't. No. I guess it is cut. Okay. So 4 1/4, and then I want it to be 4. So how long is this? Just a little over 8. So to do 4, I'm going to go just under 4. Oh, it's going to be 4. Now, it doesn't look so bad, right? And what a great way. I need a mat though, don't I? But you can put it, because that looks like a mat, because it looks like it's matted. You know, I'm just gonna do this. Now we could do this 2 more times, make a set of 5. And now we got a set of note cards that you can put together as a gift, right? I like to leave blanks when I do it as a gift. And, or thinking of you, and then blank on the inside. So that the person receiving them can use them for all different occasions. Thinking of you can be sympathy, can be birthday, can be just because, You know, it depends on what they write on the inside. And I think either one of them could have gone on either blank. I chose the blue for that one because of this here. You could rough the edges since it's, you know, going to stick up, and sometimes the edges don't cut anyways nicely. You can just cut them, just rough the edges, and then it looks like that's what you wanted. It might be what you wanted. It could give it a nice look. All right. So now I can see more little buds that I missed. But it's okay. It still looks good. Let me see. So 2 little note cards. Do you think? That just sticks out like a sore thumb now. To me. Well, it's already what it is, I guess. I was going to put, here we go. Here we go, here we go. There. How about scent with love? Scent with love. I like that. I got these little sentiments from Jane. Now you can use tape on these because with that being the way it is, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it. I think I like it in the corner. But it just seems like that's just sitting empty right there. I already got the glue. So I got the videos to do to my everyday ones. But I also need to get some made for the weekend while we're camping. I think these are pretty. Wished I hadn't done that. But it is what it is. All right, everybody. That's the folder for you, the 3D, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm not a big rose person. I say that all the time. Roses are nice, but if you're going to bring me flowers, bring me the big bunch of assorted different kinds of flowers. That's what I like. To me, that's more, I don't know, I just like the variety of it. And so people are always, what do you mean you're not a rose person? Just, I would rather have the big bunch of assorted flowers. And I love wildflowers. Oh, wildflowers. Real wildflowers out. You know, to go out. And I mean, there's just nothing more beautiful than a pasture with different wildflowers in it. When I had my house in Texas, in the front, kind of along the road, you know, between the road and where the property started. Oh, there were so many different wildflowers in there. You don't mow that until they're done seeding, because otherwise the next year you won't have flowers because you mowed them down before they seeded. But I just loved it, loved it, loved it. Miss the wildflowers. All right, everybody. So there we go. This was like this, I guess, huh? Yeah. There it was. Here it is now. Nobody would ever guess, right, that you took one and cut it in half. They might say, oh, she used the same colors or whatever, but they're pretty. And I don't know why I'm going on and on. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.